Good evening, everyone. Okay, my golden nugget. I have two little stories here that I received from a friend, and this is back in 2007. And I always thought these were great stories, and I wanted to share these with you. Let's see. The first one is would it take a brick to get your attention? Okay. A young successful executive named Josh was driving down a neighborhood street. He was talking on a cell phone and going a bit too fast in his brand new, sleek, supercharged Jaguar XKR. Suddenly, whoomp, a brick smashed into the Jag's pristine black door. He screeched, slammed the brakes, and gears ground into reverse, and tires madly spun the Jag back to the spot where the brick had been thrown. There stood a young boy looking desperate. Josh jumped out of the Jaguar, grabbed the boy, and pushed him up against a parked car. "What was that all about, and who are you?" "That's my new Jag, and that's the brick you threw is going to cost you a lot of money. Why did you throw it?" "Please, mister, please, I'm sorry. I didn't know what else to do. I threw the brick because no one else would stop." Tears dripped down the boy's chin as he pointed around the parked car. "It's my brother," he said. "He rolled off the curb and fell out of his wheelchair, and I can't lift him up." "Would you please help me get him back into his wheelchair?" the boy pleaded. "He's hurt and too heavy for me." Stunned, Josh desperately tried to swallow the rapidly swelling lump in his throat. He gently lifted the young man back into the wheelchair and then took out his handkerchief and wiped the scrapes and cuts, checking to see that everything was going to be okay. He watched as the younger brother eased the wheelchair down the sidewalk and around the corner. Then Josh spent a long time looking at his brand new, sleek, supercharged Jaguar XKR. Josh never did fix that side door of his Jaguar. He kept a dent to remind him not to go through life so fast that someone had to throw a brick at him to get his attention. Okay, that's my first one. So I always thought that was real touching. You know, everybody has their own time, business. They're always focused on what they're doing, but they don't have time to maybe slow down once in a while. Okay. My second one is, what is in the empty gold box? Okay.
Gold box?
Gold box. Gold. Yeah. This is during Christmas time, so this one's written. The holidays are a time of giving, receiving, and remembering the priorities. Once upon a time, there was a man who punished his 5-year-old daughter for using a roll of gold wrapping paper. Money was tight, and he became angry when he saw the child put the wrapped box under the holiday tree. We barely have enough to get by," he said harshly, "and you used up the only wrapping paper we had in the house. Go to your room and stop being so wasteful." Nonetheless, the little girl brought the gift to her father the next morning and said, "This is for you, Daddy." The father was embarrassed by his early overreaction, but his anger flared again when he found that the box was empty. "Don't you know that when you give someone a present, there's supposed to be something inside the package?" The girl looked up at him with tears in her eyes and said, "Oh, Daddy, it's not empty. I blew kisses in the box until it was full. All for you, Daddy." The father was crushed. He put his arms around his little girl and begged her forgiveness. He kept that gold box by his bed for years. Whenever he faced a difficult problems and felt discouraged, he'd take out an imaginary kiss and remember to love the child who had put it there. Sometimes the most unexpected gift is the best gift. So that's what I got. Good. And I thought that was touching too.
And now we're all crying.
I'm all teary-eyed.